I'm starting to think that men today, when they're like, oh, I don't want to be married, it's just a piece of paper. I'm starting to think y'all are just afraid to get married.
Men are just afraid to get married? No, where'd you get that idea? Hey, this is Raulh, please act right. Remember this video I did a while back with the young lady who got a bouquet of flowers from the man and she went on her TikTok complaining that he didn't bring a vase with the flowers? Well, this is the same young lady in a new video telling us why she thinks men don't really want to get married. Let's see if she knows what she's talking about this time. Before we get started, I'd like to give a special thanks to Nicole's dad and Hawkins once again for your generous contribution by supporting my channel on Cash App. Please know that your continued support is greatly appreciated. And if you'd like to support my channel, I put the links in the description box below. Now before we get started, a word from our sponsor. There's a secret diet that many celebrities, CEOs, athletes, and 12.9 million other Americans use. It's the keto diet, and it's considered an efficient way to reach weight goals, increase energy levels, and enhance mental focus. I'm on the keto diet myself, but progress can be slow because it takes time for the body to stop using energy from carbs. That's why I switched to this amazing keto powder. It helps increase ketones levels in the body without having to follow the strict rules of the keto diet. So results like a boost metabolism came sooner for me. Increase the level of ketones in your body sooner with it. KetoActRight.com is notorious for selling out due to their high demand. As of the making of this video, they're in stock and they're 51% off. And if you order now, you also get free shipping and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Get yours while you still can by going to KetoActRight.com or visit the link below.
I'm starting to think that men today, when they're like, oh, I don't want to be married, it's just a piece of paper. I'm starting to think y'all are just afraid to get married. I think y'all don't want to come to the realization that the woman that you married wasn't all that you thought she was. Maybe it just wasn't worth the investment.
What? We don't want to come to the realization. Isn't that the reason why most men break up with their girlfriends or initiate divorce from their wives? Because he came to the realization that she's not who he thought she was, nor is she no longer worth the investment?
Like, I'm almost willing to bet that you've had that conversation with your girl already about her ex. And she said something along the lines of, he's a boy. He didn't do this, he didn't do that for her, and that's why they didn't work out. But here's the thing. That boy got her body, her mind, her time, her space, her energy, sometimes her money, and he didn't do shit for it.
Okay, is she promoting we should become an F-boy so that we can get the maximum out of a woman while putting the minimum in? I'm confused.
Now, I'm no mind reader, but in my mind, if I were a guy, I'd be like, well, damn. Good guys get played often. The ones that invest the time and the money and provide a lifestyle and all the good stuff that women want get played. They get cheated on. So as a man, why would I want to get married to a woman, invest all of this into her, and then turn around and get cheated on?
Okay, ladies, you're now hearing it directly from a woman. She's pointing out exactly why good guys are walking away in record numbers from serious relationships and marriage. There's nothing in it for us.
It's a fair conclusion to come up with. It's a fair analysis of how marriage does not benefit men. And that, my friends, is what I feel is the driving factor of men not wanting to get married. It is the fear of the investment, of putting the time, of providing the lifestyle that she wants, and then finding out that your wife sucks ass.
Now you know it's getting real when you start seeing more and more women making videos like this. They're flat out admitting that it's not worth it for a man to get married, especially if he's a good man planning to take care of home using his resources. So now, let's take a listen to another woman speaking on the same level of why men don't want to get married. She's answering emails from women asking her why men won't just pack up and leave.
Let me tell you why men just don't leave. Their children, their finances, and their peace of mind. Let's just be real, black women, and I'm talking to black women right now. The majority of y'all, let's just be 100% real. A lot of y'all, the majority of y'all, and I'm not talking about women who this does not apply to. The majority of you chicks out there, when a man decides to leave, you're gonna him any way that you can. His finances, his kids, and his peace of mind. You gonna harass that man about what you did for him and who he wasn't and why he didn't. And you want to ask, why don't he just leave? Because he got to deal with the fact that you gonna make it impossible, nearly impossible for him to see his children. He gonna have to go to court and fight and for bull visitation. He can't go to school and pick his own kids up. If the kids is in day camp and they not having a good day, and he called the kids, call their father at school, Dad, can you come pick me up? He got to get permission from you.
As sad as this is, she's coming at this 100% correct. I've seen so many guys going through this with their exes, and now that we have social media, more and more young guys are getting the opportunity to witness this before they end up getting involved with a woman who may put them in the same position. Like I said before, these are women putting other trifling women on blast. God bless their hearts.
That's why they're not leaving. Then you're going to just try to take all his finances. And fair is fair. I'm not saying when people get a divorce that each person shouldn't get the portion that they deserve. But y'all want to drain a brother dry. And you want to know why he won't leave? Why he just don't leave? Stop being unrealistic, ladies, acting like you letting this man leave and you at peace with it. Oh, go ahead. I know this didn't work out for us. No, you're mean, you're bitter, and then he got to deal with you for the rest of his life. Unfortunately, if he has kids with you, oh, that is a whole recipe for disaster, because you're going to make his life a living hell.
Let me interject for just a quick second here. To all my other than black brothers out there, she's speaking specifically about black women, but we all know that you're going through the same thing too, especially if you're dealing with a woman in a first world country like America.
Let me tell y'all the number one reason, and as hard as this is for y'all, for some of y'all women to believe, let me give y'all a good fact that y'all need to listen to right now. Let me tell you something what men with children said why they don't leave. Because my kids, they said if I could walk out the door tomorrow with my children, my money, and my peace of mind, I would have been gone years ago from this lady. If I could get up like women do, with this man talking about, oh, women is just leaving and they leaving. How many of you women would just leave if you couldn't take your kids with you? I'm waiting. How many women, if you got up and left that house and the man said, you're not taking my kids nowhere, you could go. How many of y'all would leave? How many of y'all would just leave? Why don't you just leave? And another fact, why don't you get out? That's his house too. You don't want to fulfill his needs. You expect, why don't you leave? If you have checked out of the relationship, why don't you leave? Leave him with the kids, the house, his money, and his peace of mind. Why don't you just leave? That's why men just don't leave. That's why men stay in unfulfilled, unhappy relationships. That's why men creep. You wanted to know the answer. You wanted to email me and ask me, oh, well, why don't you explain why men just don't leave? Well, I hope this was helpful for you.
Wow. Don't you just love it when women are not saying the same thing we've been saying for like the past 5 to 10 years now? That's just my prediction. But in approximately 10 years, there'll be no such thing as marriage in a first world country like the United States. Never in my lifetime have I heard so many different women starting to come out making videos like this, speaking the truth. And it does us men a favor, especially the younger men. You get the opportunity to hear it straight from a woman's mouth that there's no benefit in marriage for a man. So what I want all the men watching this video to do is this. Go in the comment section below, and if you're not interested in marriage anymore, type in not interested. I'm curious to see how many of you all are done with the thought of marriage. Then I'm gonna wait a couple of days, and then I'm gonna tally up all the numbers, and next week I'm gonna do a quick video with the results. I get the feeling the numbers are gonna be extremely high, and hell, who can blame us? But of course you know, certain women will. My name's Raulh. See you in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.